Good afternoon to everyone. All of you can able to hear my voice.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, okay. In the last session, we have seen how the internet as network as in how the internet as network infrastructure for e-commerce. Okay. In that, we have seen um, we have talked about the evaluation of internet, and then what are the stages are there for internet. So after that, we have seen what is the NSF net architecture, and in the NSF net architecture, what are the components are appear. We have seen, and today I'm going to start with uh, the internet governance. Okay, so what is the internet governance in the sense? In order to development of the internet, so what are the policies, and then what are the infrastructures are involved in the internet? That is called as the internet governance. Okay, it defining that how the internet is managed and how it going to used, and then what are the things are required for future development. That is called as the internet governance. So internet governance is nothing but it will determine how the internet are managed, and then how now they are going to use, and then what are the components are required for future development. Okay, if we consider the wireless communication technology, if a trend is nothing but 4G, okay, what is the future requirement of the internet development in future is nothing but 5G component. So in order to development the 5G component, so what are the protocols are required, what are the components are required, uh, okay, so these are the things that talked about the internet governance. Okay. And then the internet governance, the influence is by n number of factors. One is nothing but government, the private sectors, and then social society, and then decision making procedure. So what happened? These are the factors. They are going to shape the evaluation of the internet and use of the internet. And then who is going to benefit it? The internet governance means the stakeholder. Okay. So who are all is acting as a stakeholder means okay, those who are going to use the internet, all of them they called as a stakeholder. Okay. What is the meaning of stakeholder in the sense? Those who are going to use the internet, all of them they called as a stakeholder. Example is nothing but government, small business, and software developers, and then travel industries. So these are the people. What happened? They are going to use the internet. So that's why they called us a stakeholder. Okay. Again, what happened? They will defining that what is the internet governance. Okay. Simply we can say that the coordination of many aspects. Okay, such as technical standard, policies in infrastructures. Okay, the technical standard in the sense how they are going to transfer the information from one end to another end, and then in order to transfer that, what are the components are involved? That is called as a technical standard. And policy in the sense they talked about technologies. 10 years back, what happened? Only 2G technologies only available. Nowadays, what happened? The 4G is much popular. Okay. In 5 years later, what happened? 5G is maybe evolved. Okay, that is the policies. Okay, and the infrastructure. Suppose you are going to implement 5G policy in the sense, what are the infrastructures are needed? So what are things uh, we are going to revising it in the existing technologies. Okay, okay, that makes the internet work and determine how to use it. That is called as a internet governance. Simply they say that how we are going to use the how we are going to make the internet works, and then who are all going to use the internet. That thing is a defined by internet governance. And then this is the architecture of internet governance. Okay. Uh, First, I will explaining that what are the components or what are the components are involved, and then we come to that architecture. Okay. Uh, uh, okay. These are the components are involved. First one is nothing but uh, internet society component. Okay. What is the meaning of internet society component in the sense? It is a it otherwise called as a the internet society otherwise called as a cause-driven organization. Why people is called as a cause-driven organization in the sense? For example, first what happened? So in order to use internet, what happened? They are going to evaluate certain policies, certain standard, certain guidelines, and then what happened? That service provided to the end user. After using that, what happened? They are going to find out certain faults, flaws. What happened? What happened? And then what happened? The customer, end user customer, what happened? They are going to intimate to that internet governance. Again, what happened after getting that feedback? What happened? They keep on revising it. That's why it's called as a global cost-driven organization. Okay, the main objective of internet society uh, thing is nothing but it ensuring that the internet stay open and transparent and defined by the users. Okay, the main objective is nothing but it is a we want to provide a good quality of internet to the end user. That is the main objective. And then so what internet society do? The internet society engage in a wide spectrum of internet issues. So here, this is only what it's going to do. It will talk about the spectrums. Okay, did you heard about the spectrum? Okay, that is called as a 2G spectrum, 3G spectrum, 4G spectrum, and 5G spectrum. Okay, it talk about what type of spectrum they are going to use, and then what type of policies, and then what type of guidelines they are going to follow, and then technologies and development. Okay. Okay, and also it's ensuring that the internet continues to grow and evolve, the platform for innovation and economic development and social progress for the people. And they're talking about the advantage of the internet. It's helpful. It's helpful for innovation. Um, okay, so already you know that what is the innovation. For example, nowadays, what happened? All the software engineers they are doing their work at home with the help of internet. Okay. Uh, So innovation in the okay, that thing they called as innovation, and then economic development. Okay, so nowadays what happened? They are doing everything is a converted as a automated process. Okay, so how they are doing it? Okay, how they are going to learning it? So the internet is it is one of the factors. Make it so that what happened? They keep on learning it, and then because of that, what happened? They are invented a lot of things. Okay. And then next I'm talking about when the internet society is formed. And the 1992 what happened when sir, what happened they formed the internet society. The mission of the internet society is to promote the open development, evaluation, and the use of the internet for the benefits of all the people throughout the world. Okay, that is the main ultimate goal of the internet society. And then the headquarters is located on Virginia in the United States. And then more than 140 organizations are tied up with the Internet Society. And then 8,000 people are acting as a members. Okay. Uh, it is a first component. Okay. The Internet Society is mainly focusing on policies, technologies, and development. Okay. That is the first component. And the second component is nothing but Internet Architecture Board. Uh, otherwise, they called as IAB. It is responsible for technical management and direction of the Internet. So, technical management in the sense, it is a talking. It's talked about technologies and then backbone of the internet technologies. That is the main objective of internet architecture board. For example, already I said the internet is followed. The architecture method is called as a client server model. Uh, so okay, uh, so in that what happened there? So what type of architecture model we are going to use? So in order to achieve the internet to the end user, these are it is a responsible for technical management and direction of the internet, and also it's a responsible for overall architecture consideration in the internet, technical direction, establishing the standards and settlement of conflict in the standard process. For example, they are keep on developing. A number of people are involved in the internet architecture board. What happened? They keep on developing the protocol and technical standard. If any conflict is appear, what happened? They arrange the meeting and then talk with each other. Finally, what happened? They will remove that conflict. Remove that conflict. Okay. And the main objective of Internet Architecture Board is discuss about the Internet standards. Okay, so they standard in the sense, for example, what type of protocol they are going to use, um, and then if and then they will list out what is the advantage of that protocol and what are the drawbacks of that protocol. Everything is a list out, and then what happened among them? For example, a number of protocols are there. Among them, which one is best for transferring the data from one end to another end? So the such a discussions are there in the internet board architecture. Okay. Then nowadays, what happened? Already I said, make use of the TCP/IP protocol. We are transferring the data from one end to another end. Nowadays, what happened? IP version 6 are people using. Okay. Previously, what happened? IP version 4 used. Now, what happened? They are using for IP version 6. That is nothing but dynamic IP address they are going to use. The next thing is nothing but next hierarchy, next component is nothing but Internet Engineering Task Force. Okay. Uh, the protocol engineering and development, it is acting as a protocol engineering and development arms of the internet. Uh, okay. Who are all involved in internet engineering task force means the network designers and the operators, vendors, and researchers. So these are the people who are involved. And then thing next, concerned with the evaluation of the internet architecture, the main objective of internet engineering task force is nothing but smooth running of the internet, smooth operation of the internet. That's why it is. That's why what happened. That is a main target, main operation of that internet engineering task force. Okay, and then okay, currently the Internet Engineering Task Force are divided into 8 functional areas. They may focusing on application, internet, network management, operational requirement, and routing, security, transport, and user services. So what I am trying to say that the Internet Engineering Task Force is divided into 8 functional areas. First one is nothing but application. For example, who is going to use the application? The application used by the end user. For example, I'm one of the user. I'm going to accessing the one of the internet application. In order to use use it in suppose the user is using that application in the sense how it's going to fetch the data and then how it's going to transfer to respective organization and then how it's going to fetch the response from the organization. So for that, what happened? They will define a own group. That group is focusing on the particular thing. Okay, and then internet. Okay, the internet mainly talking about how they are going to transfer the data from one end to another end, and network management. Okay, in order to transferring the data, what are the component network components are involved? How we are going to measure the speed of the internet? So for that, they formed one unit that is called as a network management unit. And the next category is operational requirement. Okay, and then and then another thing is another thing, but they talked about security, how they are going to provide the security to the end user. For example, everyone, for example, you are buying a product using either Flipkart or Amazon. After buying that product, what happen? You are going to perform payment to the organization. While performing the payment to the organization, you want to provide the security for end user. Securely, you want to transfer the amount from user to the respective organization. For that, what happened? They are going to use certain network concept that is called as encryption, authentication, signing concept. Okay, so it is one of the team. So the team, what happened? What are the security mechanism we are going to use for transferring the data? So okay, and then next functional unit is nothing but transport and user services. So what I am trying to say that the Internet Engineering Task Force is nothing but one of the group that how they are going to form, and then what are the segment are available that form in the sense 8 segmentations are there. So we are going to group all the segment that thing they call as the Internet Engineering Task Force. Okay. For example, routing in the sense, for example, already said, whenever you transfer the data to the network, what happened? The data are divided into number of segments. And then a header position, what happened? They are going to add the destination address, and the tailed position, what happened? It's going to add the packet number. That is nothing but one way of routing the data from one end to another end. Okay. So suppose your protocol is nothing but TCP in the sense it had certain guidelines. Suppose your protocol is nothing but UDP in the sense it had certain guidelines. So for that, what happened? They had one group, uh, and then it going to provide certain guidelines. That is the main objective. The process of the request for committee publication. So what it tried to indicate that so in order to form any internet governance in the sense there is a rule. For example, first what happened? They form goals and milestone by the working group, and then what happened? It is an input for Internet Architecture Board and Internet Engineering's task force. So what happened? What is the main thing is nothing but they form certain standard and guidelines and then infrastructure. That is the main objective. And then what happened? After forming that, what happened? They forward to next level. The next level, who are all involved in the sense the Internet Engineering Structure Group is there. Head one head committee is there. So what happened? They keep on revising whether the protocol is correct, the guidelines are correct, whether the infrastructure is correct in the sense. What happened? They are going to publishing it. Otherwise, what happened? They are going to find out any flaw in this in the content in the sense. Again, what happened? They will send the feedback to the team. So what happened after getting the feedback? What happened? They keep on revising it. So everything is fine in the sense. Again, forward to that chief committee. The chief committee is again what happened? They are going to reveal it. If everything is fine in the sense, what happened? It is released as one of the guidelines. Okay, so that is called as the Internet Governance Protocol. Okay. Uh, so do you have any queries? It's very simple. They are the only they talked about generic thing. So what is the internet? Already we know that, for example, internet in the sense it associated with that certain guidelines, and then protocol is there, and then it associated with that infrastructure. So that thing is talked in uh, the internet governance. Okay. Do you have any queries regarding this? So do you have any queries? Hello.
No, sir.
The next thing is nothing but I'm talking about next topic is nothing but electronic payment system. So already you are familiar with that. What is the electronic payment system? For example, you are buying a product through online in the sense after you are check out the product from that website. What happen? You are going to pay the money into the organization. How you are going to pay the money? So in between the, for example, who are all involved in the transaction? Uh, for end user is there and then organization there. In between both of them, what happened? Third party one is there and then bank is there. So for example, I successfully check out the one product from that e-commerce application. After that, what happened? You are going to make a money. First, what happened? The organization, for example, Amazon is nothing but one of the e-commerce application that is otherwise called as one of the e-commerce organization. What happened after buying a product? What happened? You make money to the organization. So while making money to the organization, what happened? First of all, for example, different modes are there. User, what happened? They are going to choose any one of them, and then make use of that. What happened? They are going to transfer the amount to the organization. So, for example, the user going to select one of the method that is called as a net banking. Make use of that. What happened? They enter into the bank. Okay, and then okay, and then what happened? They pay the amount to the organization. Such a way that what happened? The transactions are take place. Before move on to that electronic payment transaction, um, how they are going to provide the security for the electronic transaction? Maybe hackers are there. What happen if we know their information in the sense they uh, uh, easily what happen? They will transfer the amount from end user account to the hacker account. So some vulnerabilities are there. So how we are going to provide the security against those vulnerabilities? Okay. So already we discussed that there is nothing but one of the technique is called as encryption, and second one is nothing but authentication, and third one is nothing but signing. In the transaction, you're very often you have seen that is called as a one-time password. The one-time password is acting as one of the authentication technologies. Okay, authentication is nothing but you are going to provide yourself who I am. Okay, that is called as authentication. For example, I had account in my bank. Make sure that only I'm going to pay the amount to the organization. So while transferring the amount to the end user, sorry, organization, what happened? It's going to generate one-time password. So what is the necessity of that one-time password in the sense? You are going to provide, you are going to prove yourself. So I am a X person, I am a Y person. Okay, and then encryption is nothing but while transferring the data to the networks, what happens? The data is converted as an unreadable format that is called as encryption. Okay, that is one of the mechanism. And then signing is in the sense. So authentication, other the one-time password is nothing but one of the authentication techniques. What are the different ways we can provide authentication technique to the to any one of them in the sense? Second method is nothing but signing. Already we discussed about what is the meaning of signing. For example, I had the message. When the transfer that message to the anyone, what happened? Along with the message, I'm going to add my identity. Along with the message, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my identity. That is called as a sign. How they are going to calculate the signing in the sense? And make use of the message. It's make use of the message itself. What happened? They produce a signing. For example, I'm sending the message is called as a hello. How they are going to signing from the message in the sense? For example, hello. Hello is nothing but one of the message. It is a alphabet character. The each alphabetical character is associated with a certain numerical value. So, if a capital A in the sense, what is the value of ASCII value in the sense 65? Suppose your alphabet is small a in the sense, what is the ASCII value in the sense 97? So, how they are going to perform signing in the sense? For example, your message is hello, and then each alphabet character is associated with the ASCII value. What I'm going to do now, I am taking for ASCII value of each alphabet, and then I'm going to perform summation. So it is acting as a sign. That information is added with that data and forward to the end user. While receiving the data by the end user, what happened? First fetching the data. The data is appear in the form of message plus signing. First, what happened? They are going to extract the message. From this message, they are going to find out the signing information, and then after calculating signing information matched with that received signing, if both are equal in the sense, that message is authenticated. Suppose some intruder, what happened? They are some make certain changes in that transferred data. So, for example, the transfer data, the user transfer data is a hello, but the intruder, what happened? They are going to change the message. For example, hello in the sense how the characters are appear, HELLO. For example, last character O, instead of O, what happened? He changed as a E. Okay, assume that the data is a transfer to the end user. For example, some organization. So, for example, some persons. That person, how they are going to calculate the signing in the sense, already I said, they are find out the ASCII value of each character, and then they are going to perform submission. Suppose the message is modified in the sense, okay, the value is changed. Such a way that what happened, they are going to identify that whether the message is hacked or not. There is a uh, one way of they are going to provide the security in the internet. Okay. Uh, Before that, what happened? I'm going to talk about evaluation of electronic payment system. In which year, what type of payment system they are going to use. Okay. Then 700 BC, what happened? That time, what happened? They produced the coin concept. Suppose you are buying anything from the retailer in the sense, how the payment is take place in the sense, make use of the coins. And the 1400, the year of 1400, what happened? The first bank is open. Okay, and then 1694, what happened? The Bank of England opened, creating the deposit principle. Okay, the 1694 and the 1865, what happened? A sample payment introduced by British Bank, and then in 1887, what happened? The credit credit card coin concept introduced, and then 1880 to 1994, what happened? They introduced the concept is called as a gold coin deposit. So in the, you are familiar with that gold coin deposit. For example, you want a loan. In the sense, suppose you had the gold coin in your home. In the sense, uh, you can get mortgage loan from the bank. Okay, that gold coin deposit introduced. Okay, that year, and the 1945, what happened? The agreement link between currencies to gold. So already is it? Suppose you need any loan from the bank in the sense, you can get the loan from the bank in the concept of mortgage. Okay. And the 1947, what happened? They introduced the credit card concept, and 1950, uh, Dinner's Club Card credit card they introduced. 1958, the first mass mailing of credit cards. For example, you are withdraw the money from that yeah, bank in the sense. Uh, uh, what happened? They transferred that acknowledgement. So and so person, which date and which time, what happened? They are getting the money. That concept is introduced. In the 1967, what happened? They introduced the ATM concept. Okay, 1970 interbank payment system. So 1970, what happened? They introduced the concept is called as a interbank payment system. Okay, you can transfer the amount from one bank to another bank. And then late 1970, what happened? The banks are connected with the computers. 1970. In 1985, they introduced the electronic data interchange. Okay, e-cash. In 1994, what happened? Digital cash concept introduced. Okay, that is the evaluation of electronic payment system. And then the electronic fund transfer is broadly classified into three categories. One is banking and financial payment. Second one is nothing but retail payment, and third one is nothing but online online electronic commerce system. Okay. And let's see one by one. First one is nothing but banking and financial payment. In the banking and financial payment, who are all involved in the sense large scale organization. Okay, and then retail, for example, and the next one is nothing but retail payment. The retail payment in the sense, for example, you are running any shop in the sense, and then customer after buying a product by the customer, how and then how they are going to payment to the shop in the sense using following method: credit card, and the private label credit card, and the charge card. Okay, and then different type of payment systems are there. And then online electronic commerce system, what happen? They are going to follow different type of payment method. One is nothing but token based payment system. Another one is nothing but credit card based payment system. So we and then next class onwards, what happened? We are going to talk about in detail in further. Okay. Uh, so do you have any queries to this? Do you have any queries? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay. It's a story. Already I said it is not concept-oriented paper. It's a talking. It talked about a generic concept. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, already everyone knows about the internet, and then you know that what are the components are involved and what are the protocols involved. That thing is talked about in the internet governance. Okay, it's very simple. It's a okay. If we know that heading in the sense you can answering it such a way that the subject is appear. Okay, so only one thing you want to remember that whenever the architecture is appear, you should draw that respect to your architecture. The architecture they talked about certain keywords. Okay, while writing that suppose they will ask in the examination in the sense you write uh, okay, you should draw exact that diagram, and then what are the keywords are there, you should compulsory specify it in the answer script. Okay. Okay, any absent is there? Any absent is there in your class? So now I am going to take the attendance, all of them to answer your attendance. One, Akash.
One present, sir.
Two.
One present, sir.
Two present, sir.
Okay. 3, 4. 3, 4.
4 present, sir.
3 absent.
3 present, sir.
What about 3?
3 present, sir.
3 absent. Yeah. Okay, okay. 5,
5 present, sir.
6,
6 present, sir.
7, 8,
7 present, sir.
8 present, sir.
9, 10. 9, 10.
10% sir.
9 absent. Akash. What about Akash?
9%, sir.
11, 12,
11%, sir.
12,
12 present, sir.
13%, sir.
15%, sir.
16, 17,
17 present, sir.
16%, sir.
18, 19. 18, 19. 18, what about 18? 18, absent. 19, 21,
21%, sir.
19, 19 absent.
9, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Sir, 18 mic problem, sir.
22, 23,
Sir, 23%, sir. So 22 network problem, sir.
24, 25,
24%, sir.
25%, sir.
27, 28,
28 present, sir.
27. What about 27? 27 absent. Okay, 28, 33, 28, 33.
Sir, 28 present, sir.
Okay, 33, 35.
33%.
35. 35. 36, 37.
36%, sir.
37%, sir.
38%, sir.
38.
39%, sir. 39%, sir.
40, 41. 40, 41.
41%, sir.
Absent. Wow. 40 absent. 42, 43.
42%, sir.
43%, sir. Hey,
45.
45%, sir.
44. 44 absent. 47, 48.
48%, sir.
47. What about
47 absent, sir. 47 absent, sir. 48%, sir.
49, 50.
Sir, 49%, sir.
50%, sir.
51, 52. 51, 52. 51, 52 absent. 53, 54.
53%, sir. 54%, sir.
57, 58.
57%, sir.
58%, sir.
59.
59%, sir.
Can later entries 46. Darun.
Sir, present, sir.
239. 240.
Sir, 239 network issue, sir.
Sir, 240%, sir.
41.
14%, sir.
42.
42%, sir.
Can mechanical. Mechanical 21, 22.
21%, sir.
22.
22%, sir.
67, 89.
Present, sir. 89%, sir.
190, 197.
Present, sir.
201.
Present, sir.
212.
Absent, sir.
212 absent. Later entry 259. Kavi.
Present, sir.
Okay. So do you have any queries the today's session? Okay. If you had any queries, please stay on online. Otherwise, we can wind up the session. If you had any queries, please stay on online. Otherwise, we can wind up the session.